Alright, so I absolutely love the Druid. You know, I constantly say to myself, this should be the build that you should be running all the way to level 100, and then something happens and this is no longer the case. So 2 days ago I said to myself, I'll be doing lightning all the way to 100, and then I found this particular item, and this is no longer the case. Now, I want to talk about the Waxing unique axe for Druid that amplifies Shred. Basically, you become invisible for 2 seconds after kill somebody with Shred, and if you want to attack after that, you gain 1.8 guaranteed critical strike, so it's a 100% critical strike chance. And how good is that? I want to talk about it because, in my opinion, this makes the build much stronger, but it doesn't fix the main issue with Shred. And I'm going to explain to you what the main issue is in a second. Now, Shred relies on the fact that you're extremely agile, extremely mobile, you're jumping from enemy to enemy, you are one-shotting them, and generally feels extremely good because it's very, very fun build, action-packed, you name it. However, it has one drawback. It's an all-or-nothing build. So you kill or you get killed. This is the thing that I discovered once I was playing Shred. So if you don't kill, you're going to get killed. You're not extremely tanky. You're not actually a glass cannon, but you're not extremely tanky as well. So if you don't get killed, if you don't kill, you're going to get killed. What I mean by that, if you get stuck on an extremely powerful elite, you might get killed. If you get stuck on a monster that has aura and you fail to kill the guy with the aura, you might get killed. You see where I'm going? So the point is, you need to make sure that the passive of this particular axe is always triggering. In order to do that, you have to kill. However, if for some reason you're unable to kill, let's say you're trying to push hard in dungeons, you're trying to push hard in nightmare dungeons, 20, 30, 40 levels above your level, there will be cases, inevitably, the time will come when you won't be able to kill somebody with one hit like I'm doing at the moment. And this will be a lot of problem for you, because once again, you're running melee range. You're not like a lightning source, Druid, that will say, you know what, I'm going to kite, and that's going to be fine. No, you are a shape-shifting, actually not a shape-shifting, you are actually a werewolf. And this werewolf has to fight from close range. There is no lightning to help you, you have to fight from close range, and if you get stuck, that's a problem. At the same time, though, it doesn't make sense to make yourself very, very tanky, because once again, you have to kill fast. If you're extremely tanky, it won't really benefit your build. So you're caught between a rock and a hard place. If you decide, once again, if you decide to play Shred on very, very high stages in very difficult nightmare dungeons. This is my opinion. I tested Shred for a couple of hours now, and probably a couple of days before when I was running Shred as my main build. Because then I switched to Lightning, now I'm back to Shred. You are forced to go all the way balls to the wall, which is good. I absolutely love the build. However, I'm questioning how competitive this build is for pushing nightmare dungeons, which is the ultimate late game mode, right? We all are going to push nightmare dungeons, late game, end game, call it whatever way you want. And there is one more thing that I didn't test with Shred, and this thing is PvP. I bet it's going to be awesome. However, I still haven't decided whether I'm going to stick with Shred. Again, it's incredible. You have to make sure though you don't get stuck. If you don't get stuck, you'll dominate, as I'm currently doing. It is so much fun to play. In fact, if you're a type of guy who doesn't really want to push nightmare dungeons 30 or 40 levels above you, or even 10 levels above you, not that I'm saying that's completely impossible with Shred. All I'm saying is that there are builds out there that are going to perform better. So if you don't want to push really, or you want to go for regular dungeons to farm experience, stuff like this, then I would say that Shred is an S tier build for a Druid. It is absolutely busted. It's incredibly good. It's incredibly, let's call it that way. It's incredibly fun to play and very effective. As you can see, very fast. I'm killing everything in seconds. And I'm having a lot of fun in the process. Unlike the lightning build, when something is getting tedious, you have to stay at one place and then shooting lightnings. It's almost the same with the tornado. The Shred build is so much more action-packed. So at the end of the day, I definitely recommend it to people who don't really want to push nightmare dungeons. But if you want to push nightmare dungeons, despite the fact that you have found this particular item, I'm not convinced that Shred is the way to go. At least in my opinion. Alright guys, so I really hope you found this video useful. And please let me know what you think about Shred. Have you used it? Do you have this weapon? How does it feel? And yeah, see you next time guys.
Perfect.